Little thing. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Well, it takes people a couple seconds, so they're only going to see that intro if they watch it later. Unless they see NavalX. Oh, I'm in. Oh, we got a couple people. Fantastic. So, NavalX Afterhours. We have not gone live from NavalX in a while. So I thought we'd just check in. Right now, as you can tell, this is not my house. It's a lot bigger for sure. In my apartment. We got Chloe. What's up, Chloe?
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
And Mike Labry. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, guys?
Freaking chilling, man. We're just here. We'll give people a little bit of time to jump in. So if you guys are out there, let us know you're there. We're not talking about anything official, just kind of chatting about life and whatever's going on. Well, it's been a while since we've been live, like 3 weeks, which I guess for many people isn't a while, but it is for NavalX. There was 1 week or 1 day I went live 4 times.
Was that the New York Times thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
So New York Times, that was the last thing we had. No, it wasn't.
No, we went after hours.
We went live after that. Yeah, I did. London Tech Bridge, Hawaii Tech Bridge, New York Times thing, and then that was a long day.
That was a long day.
Yo, what's up? So thanks for joining. If anyone's out there, let us know. We'll say what's up back, let you know. Curious where y'all from. We're just hanging out. What have you guys been up to this week?
We ate a lot of cheesesteaks.
Well, we did eat some mean cheesesteaks just now.
But we had the call leadership here. We had Chloe. We had Next Sergeant Josh Thomas. We had alumni from the call.
We did.
John Marvelick. Shout out.
You got to talk louder.
So, okay. We got Mackenzie Gage, captain. And we had a lot of call-ins, but we were planning out the future of the call.
Yeah, Lucas dialed in from the West Coast.
Yes. Yeah, we had all 5 calls represented.
Yeah, that was
6 if you include alumni.
Yeah? Can you tease anything other than without saying what you guys are up to? I know we're not ready to announce it yet, but
Kind of teasing our new mission statement over there.
ooh.
Kind of.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. There may or may not be something behind me that has something to do with something.
There we go.
So awesome. We got some folks joining. If you're out there, let us know you're there. Mark, what's happening? I see your question. We'll ask you in 1 sec. What's up again? Aaron, yeah. I went live on my personal account yesterday, so I was talking to Aaron then. Now, what's up, Mark? Mike, you have a question, comment?
Aaron Fisk called in and helped us with the future of the call.
Oh, fantastic. He's an excellent gentleman.
Yeah, he gave us a good naval experience.
That's awesome. All right, so we got our first question here. Doesn't Navy happen to have an app store for those that want to produce apps oriented towards military operations? That's a great question.
Yep.
I actually don't know the answer to that.
There's been lots of talk about it and who should produce it. I don't know if anyone's been successful.
Like blanket wide?
Yeah, like in my 15 to 18 years in the government, there's been numerous people who've tried. I'm not sure if anything's really taken off.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Aaron, before Chloe answers. Hey, Aaron, can you tag Black Pearl? Because I saw you just told Mark about it. Will you tag them, and then that way they can jump in on this comment?
Hey, Steve.
What up, Ogie?
So I think that, right, in tandem with early development for apps and easeability of coding came a larger and more complex threat, which came cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Right. So somewhere in the balance in between those two of yes, click yes on my personal device, but then there's also operational security. And I think the DoD and commercial entities writ large are struggling with where that tight line is to walk.
Okay. Well, and Diana Till just jumped in. They have some Navy training apps, which they've got down in their NOC TSD, which is Naval Air Warfare Center Training Systems Division. So yeah, Mark, I know of many events going on. I don't know of one like Navy app store.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. Again, NavalX, we ain't saying that we know everything, but we can probably connect you to someone that does.
We could probably phone a friend. I think Jonas would answer.
Yeah, well, ask him. So Mike's going to try to call a colleague real quick. Let me know what else, other questions, comments. I see no cities yet. You guys got to tell me where you're coming from. I mean, obviously we're coming from the same place right now, but you guys are coming from all over.
Aaron This says, Don Black Pearl, we're talking about you. So if you're listening in, Don Black Pearl, we're talking about you.
I love it. I love it, Aaron. Fantastic.
Got another question up there, Mohawk.
Yeah, I see that. What is NavalX? What is NavalX in 30 seconds? Chloe?
Super connector.
Nice.
Nice. Mike?
Super Connector, a network of individuals that are motivated to make the government a better place. And I say government because I work with the Army, I work with the Marines, I work with fellow NSWC employees. So Stephen Oak, I work with, he's on there, he's Air Force.
Quintessential Airman.
I mean, I have met so many people since I've been working with NavalX. So a super connector is the best way to put it, but also the network of people who I'm sure will be able to at least answer the questions by phoning friends who I'm talking to right now.
Yeah, those are fantastic answers. Chloe's dead on with Super Connector. I'm gonna be that guy and read the motto at the top of our LinkedIn. It says NavalX connects experts and solutions to workforce needs and challenges. What that means is we are connecting everyone inside the Department of the Navy, Navy and Marine Corps, civilian, military, etc., to each other and to the industry, to the academia. So wherever you're coming from, whether it's helping you get connected to the government or helping you as government employees connect to each other, that's what we're trying to do. So great question. There we go. There's some cities. San Diego in the house. Orlando in the house.
Steve O got a great NavalX description. We should hire him.
Hang on. What did Aaron say? Network of what?
Nodes.
Oh, they said models. Even with glasses, I can't see that far.
Mohawk is your model.
We should do my model well. What does Steven say? Chloe, read it off.
Steven said NavalX is the premier organization for positive, agile change within the Navy and the entire DoD.
Hey, can you leave like reviews on companies on LinkedIn? Because if so, Ogie should throw that up there for us.
Yeah, right.
Because it's much better coming from him than it is from us.
Oh, we got someone from Westpac.
Fantastic. Let's check it out. Awesome. Mark, definitely.
Yeah, Josh.
Steven, what's up? It falls directly under the ASNRDA and provides positive results for all the PEOs. Again, Ogie, stop commenting and start leaving us reviews. Like, let's get this going, man. Yokosuka, Japan, what's up? We actually just had a teammate, Master Sergeant Josh Thomas, who just drove back right now. Well, I'm gonna say drove home right now. But he's from Okinawa, so out in your neck of the woods, Paul. Well, you are a fine-looking bunch of professionals, and so are you, Mr. Thies. Yes. What else we got here? Brattleboro, Vermont. Fantastic, Seth. Bet you it's probably pretty cold up there in Vermont.
It's too far north for me. Too far north for me.
Do you have like a north line? You're never gonna live north.
It's literally right here.
It's right here.
Alexandria is the farthest north I will ever live for the rest of my life.
So what we talking about? NavalX After Hours. We can talk about whatever.
For those of you that haven't picked up the book, we're not sponsored by them, but we tried a bunch of their techniques this week. Is the Think Wrong book. So it's a design thinking book, and we went through a bunch of really cool exercises. I think my first one that I would love to use for a next workshop would be what pisses me off and pumps me up.
Yeah.
and they go into 2 bins, and then you get all of that knocked out at the very beginning. You get angers and frustrations out, and then you celebrate your victories. And I'm all about that. That was a great exercise.
Yeah, actually, the 2 that are behind us, be bold, 8-word impact. And like, so they have prompts on these large papers, and you just throw stickies up. Some of the ones.
Well, and as you can notice, Josh Thomas actually bought these black stickies on Amazon, and we wrote in them in those gold pens. That's what makes the board pop now.
Well, and there's another board of red sticky notes too. That was pretty crazy as well. So yeah, rock on. We got some more folks in the house. NSWC Crane. What's up, Crane? You passing sticky notes? You passing notes in class there, Mike?
It's our daily reminder.
Yes. Suck less.
Suck less.
That's why we're so great.
That's a great reminder, I think, for everyone. It is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for anybody else, but
that was one of our outcomes.
Literally.
So what's up, Larry? Glad to see you here. Yeah, so nothing really NavalX related, we got a lot going on. Some things up and coming. We'll be going live here probably early next week. Share some big announcements we've got. Really kicking the year off, a bunch of events and things going on. Of course, all virtual with everything going on right now. But definitely some stuff to stay up to. Separate from that, because this is NavalX After Hours. I usually claim that I kick people off if they talk about work.
You brought it up.
I know I did.
There was some redecorating at NavalX.
Yeah? What happened?
I know, Chloe. Marine Corps came.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is my first time in the actual NavalX building since it's been remodeled. And as both myself and Josh Thomas sat around with Mackenzie Gage, we were like, we need some Marine Corps stuff in here. So I'm sure Mohawk will do a tour one day live, but there's at least 2 rooms that are named after ships that are named after Marine Corps battles. So we Marine Corps-tized them and hung massive Marine Corps flags so that everyone in the Navy knows their brother's still here. So that was a pretty fun adventure in regards to decorating.
No, you're not going to miss it. And next time you come to the garden, you're going to see one of them because it's hanging right from the rafters right there.
Just saying.
So making her stamp. I love it. Ogie, we do have some awesome Air Force gaming chats coming up. We got to set that up, my friend. I'll respond to you in chat. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to ask? What do you guys want them to ask? You guys have a good holiday?
Great holiday. Anything call related? I mean, Centers for Adaptive Warfighting, if you have any questions about that.
Yeah, Mike's the director of Sticky Notes. Director of Centers for Adaptive Warfighting. Depends on what kind of day it is. Sometimes we call him Mike. Sometimes we call him Muted Mike. Sometimes I call him Cheesesteak. So,
hey, Ashley.
Ashley, what's up? We're actually using Ashley's stuff right now.
We figured out how to finally make it work.
Yeah, thanks to Ashley, one of our teammates here at NavalX. We have all this great camera system we can have. Like, look at it. I mean, this is pretty cool. We're spaced out. They can hear us. They can see us well. That's pretty legit.
100%.
So Ashley has a great question too. So if anyone wants to be a trainer for the Centers for Adaptive Warfighting, we have 2 classes going on right now. Warfighter Centered Design, which is our variant of Human Centered Design, and then Military Scrum, which is our variant of Agile Scrum. And if you have been through the classes, you can also facilitate as a breakout group facilitator. And then as you get more comfortable with the material, you can then be a lead instructor and bring a call center to your command.
So I see Ashley's comment as helping out with the next remote course, Mike.
Yeah, we have 2 coming up. We have 2 opportunities the next 2 months, 2 for 2. We have private classes. We have public classes. They're at max capacity, which means it's going to be maximum fun.
But stay tuned to NavalX social media channels, the call social media channels, because when things open up and people back out, that's where we say there's room. So if you want, even if you can't get into a class, you try to register, it's full. Make sure you follow us on the call, because that's how we tell people, hey, there's a couple openings that opened up.
Yeah. And they open up and close up real quick.
Definitely.
It's fun.
I'm a stan of NavalX. So I don't know what that means, what she means by that, but fantastic name. Actually, you're awesome either way. Mike, if you had a magic wand, what major change would you make to the car?
Funny that you say that, because we've been talking a lot about that this week. And honestly, I would make the facilitators a full-time role at each location. So we have like 4 locations, and our classes are always max capacity, and having more facilitators do it more often would be my desire. So
Excellent. Ashley knows we're 6 feet apart because Ashley is in charge of all our events. So she knows how long these tables are because we've measured them. So we know we're following the rules. Changing the dawn, 1 class at a time. Fantastic. And she's a super fan. So yeah, we won't stay on here unless there's stuff to talk about. Mike, go ahead.
I got another one, and it looks like you're hiding another comment. But
Stan, super fan, or I stand on a rock and roll with them.
That's awesome. Another asset out there, and Steve Og is a part of them, is Agitar. And that's who I go to learn stuff from. Like, they're my learning community. Since I'm part of the call community, I'm learning every day. But like, when I just need to step away from the call, I go to Steve's group, Agitar, and look them up. They're part of the DEF organization, Defense Entrepreneurs Forum. So it's just another great opportunity to collaborate.
I think, Steve, come on, Ogie. I've asked you and Dan, we got to get us a podcast on Agitari. I mean, I've been asking for it. I'll do it right now. Like, my studio's right there. Like, let's do it. Call me. Ogie's got one more thing to say. I have to head out, but just want to say thank you for all you do at NavalX. I'll be visiting soon for the call. Caw. Fantastic. So, anything else to share? Life? I mean, you guys are like Roy. Whenever I bring Roy on, all he does is talk about the cop. He just live and breathe the cop.
Well, it's like what we spend a majority of our off hours doing.
That's true. So technically, this is NavalX Off Hours event, and you guys are usually working in the off hours. Because why is that, Chloe?
We're, with the exception of Mike, and even to some extent, we're all volunteers. Like, we spend our time outside of our primary duties, giving back to the community and working with each other and collaborating. And so that's why, I see 2000 on the clock, and I'm like, I'm probably, if I wasn't here at NavalX, I'd probably still be on the phone with Mike.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's just how it is, and it's really easy to not call it work, as Roy would say, because it's something we're all passionate about doing.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually looking for that sticky. It's on one of these walls. We did the attributes of a facilitator for the call, and it is awesome. Like, everyone that we work with is there because they want to be, and that's I guess the best part about like being where we're at right now, even with the NavalX team and the Agitar team. Everyone's there because they want to be, and they want to make the government a better place.
Yep. Yeah, it's volunteer. Everything at NavalX, you're volunteer to be rotational. It's not like you're forced to do it. No one tasked you to come over here.
Right.
So same thing with the cop. Another question here, or comment here. I'm interested if Scrum and Agile techniques can be adapted for use in a predictive environment like naval ship repair.
So that is actually, in my opinion, like an easy win right there, because the first couple sprints, or like in your world right now, the first couple weeks probably, you will find your battle rhythm, or like the tasks that you need to get done to do your work. And then you could actually one battalion in the Marine Corps, once they figured out those regular tasks, they put them on magnet stickies, and so they can reuse those magnets. And like, so the next time they have to weld something, they know exactly what it's going to take to weld that piece of the ship. In your case, I'm just making things up now. I should probably stop before we get this up. But like, yeah, so you can definitely implement Scrum in a predictive environment like that. And then it's training. Oh, here you go to a new person. Here are the stickies that describe how to do this task, and go. And they have, if you broke it down to the right level, they have step-by-step instructions on what to do to get the task done.
Well, and to a lot of extent, a lot of it comes from design thinking too, right? When we're talking about repairs, it comes down to, this is the way we've always done it because this is how I was taught, and therefore I'm imparting that information on you. Agile techniques allow you to step back from that problem a little bit, open the aperture, and see what maybe there's more efficiencies or a better way of doing business. And so, like, when you're talking about Agile writ large and Scrum as a part of that, the point of it is always everything can be applied anywhere, given the ability to just do it.
Yeah.
Right? We have big saying for us, the call, and I know at NavalX is just Nike. Just do it. Do it and see what happens. Fail fast, fix fast.
Yeah. And like our point, if you're not stopping and looking at your process, you're not doing Scrum, which like the introspect. Yeah, thank you for finishing my words. Like that, looking back and learning. If you're not doing that, you're not doing Scrum. So.
Well, I think it's a lot more than just, there's two sides of Agile though. You have the big A and the little A. You have Agile, you have Scrum, the Kanban, the methodologies behind it. But you also have the little A of Agile. And that's just being flexible. That's just being open. A lot of people, if you're not around sticky notes, especially in the government sector, it can seem like childish and kind of play and, oh, that's not real work. But sticky note in itself is Agile because it moves. You're not cementing. Even writing on a whiteboard, you got to erase it and rewrite it. Like that's why we use them so much, is because it may look silly or crazy sometimes, but it allows things to adapt and shift. And I think that's why the Marine Corps is being so open to the teachings of the COB, because adapt and overcome has been something we've been doing for 250 years.
Yep.
So I think it's both sides.
And every new person can look at that stack of stickies and be like, you guys don't need this, and crumple it up and throw it out and create something new.
Fantastic. So besides classes, because that stuff, I think those are the big things. You guys are working on something. We're going to keep a little quiet with the COB, but pay attention. It's huge. The CAW is changing. The CAW is adapting. NavalX is changing. NavalX, I don't think it's changing. I think we're finally got our rhythm running. And I say finally, not in a negative way. And we're a startup. And so we've been trying things out. And still to this day, if something's not going to work, we're going to can it. We're just like, hey, let's try this for a few months. If it fails, it's gone. And so, yeah, another thing from Ashley before we head. Chloe, what book can best teach me about Scrum or WCD?
So
remember, we're not supposed to promote people either.
So Scrum is something that I don't read about. I watch about, but the best things I've learned, the things I've been taught the best from Scrum are things that I tried and failed at. Right. And so whether it's because I thought a sticky note was a manageable task and the team did, and it turns out it wasn't, learning through experience is what really helped me with that. For WCD is
a lot bigger.
The best thing I can tell you about WCD is look internally in regards to self-awareness and empathy to the team that you're working with. It's not a book. Those are the best things I could tell you. I understand the question, and not that I would promote one anyways, because I think the amount of royalties I should collect from my book recommendations are
So,
insane.
for also to clarify, for those that don't know, WCD is warfighter-centered design, and that's a variant of human-centered design. So I wouldn't necessarily Google how to do warfighter-centered design. NavalX's website will come up, but you can Google YouTube videos for Scrum and warfighter and human-centered design. But again, they're both. Scrum is pretty lives within the rules, but human-centered design is massive.
Yeah.
There's so many variants of it. Like Chloe said, to build onto that, don't learn it from a book. There's books that can accompany your learning, but you're going to learn it best from a class. And Ashley, I'm pretty sure you have a hookup with the people that teach the classes. So maybe you need to squeeze a mic for a little opening of a room or something. Who knows?
100%.
Anything else to share? I think we're about done, yeah?
Unless someone's got more questions for
Any
us.
more questions? We'll give you guys one more chance. If anyone's still there besides Ashley, Ashley can keep answering too.
I mean, Ashley could just FaceTime us.
Yeah, Ashley can get us anytime. Anyone else out there got a question, comment? Again, NavalX in general will be up to a bunch of stuff coming up soon, and we'll be sharing that stuff soon. We're just, I think we're just working off the holiday pie and ready to roll. Yeah, we have this great space. We are still able to use it. If you are in the DC metro area, we're keeping it to groups of 10. So keeping it small, we can still distance and things. Still, safety is the number one priority for sure. But yeah, comments, what's up? You are awesome. So are you, LinkedIn user, who I know is Katrina Moore. Sometimes the tool I'm using blocks names for some reason. And good Scrum resources for the DoD.
So if you visit our webpage, the NavalX webpage, you can find the Scrum guide that we use to teach. And it's the military Scrum guide, which is just a variant of the real Scrum guide, which is public open source. So I have no problem pimping the real Scrum guide.
Yep.
But come to the NavalX website, we put our curriculum out there for free. And feel free to use that as a resource, or hit me up on LinkedIn because I love talking about this stuff.
Boom. Anything on DAU or in the ecosystem? I don't know if DAU has Scrum classes, do they?
I'm not sure if they have like classes you can sign up for, but I know they have like resources you can refer to.
Okay.
Scrum.
Yeah.
We can also, Paul, if you're familiar with NavalX, you can reach out to Marina Thibodeau. She's our rotational teammate who's from DAU. So we can definitely get you some more information. And this is Katrina Moore asking, how do we coordinate coming out? Don't cough on each other, first of all. But reach out to NavalX. So you can reach out. Katrina, the best person to talk to is Ashley Floyd. You see her YouTube name up there above your or you don't see her comment because you're on LinkedIn. I can see all the comments. She's on YouTube watching us right now. But you can reach out to Ashley Floyd on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me, Mike.
Yeah, I'll even throw my name out there.
All right, Mike Lavery. I'll throw my email, Matthew, MATTHEW .A.Denny, DENNY at Navy.mil. We do have a NavalX website. You can go there, and there's actually a request information. You can hit that button, and Ashley's going to get it. So you can also do that. We do have a NavalX email. It's in some maintenance right now, so that's why I haven't told you what that is exactly. So if you email that, we may not see it for a moment. And fantastic, Paul. Ash, perfect. Katrina, excellent. And you are welcome. With that, if there are any other questions, we will check them in the comments. Mike, Chloe, thanks for joining us.
As
Thank
always,
you.
it's a pleasure.
Boom. Anything crazy for the rest of the week?
I'm going to go shooting at the gun range.
Gun range shooting, that's good.
So I'm a big fan of, off the subject with Scrum and Warfighter Center Design, I'm a big fan of taking mental health resiliency days. especially after a big brain drain, like things and techniques like this. I know Mike is. Yeah, he goes hunting pretty regularly in season. But yeah, every once in a while, and we did it during Christmas.
Yeah.
I called Mike and I called the team. I'm like, do not call any of us. Do not text any of us. Do not send emails. We're all going to take a knee.
Yep.
Spend time with our families, doing the things we love doing, because we all knew collectively January we were sprinting to the winds. So yeah, I'm a big fan of taking mental health days because I think they're important for just relaxing and having a good time. What do you do?
Well, it depends. I mean, my mental health days used to be traveling. Because my wife and I are big travelers. We love traveling. So right now, those mental health days are actually recording my other personal podcasts outside of work. I'm addicted to podcasting and I'm addicted to networking right now. So even when I take my NavalX hat off or put my hair down maybe, and then go to this other stuff, I'm podcasting, recording videos because I enjoy it. It's fun. But it is important to take a break from work.
You did a piece on that though, didn't you, on LinkedIn?
I think so.
About how podcasting and telling your story is what helped you a lot.
Yeah, so telling my story has helped me a lot personally, but also especially during COVID. So right now I'm in what's called the 100 Days of Awesome video thing that I created. And I do one video every single day for 100 days, and I'm at day 83 today. Does this count? Well, technically this is on NavalX's channels.
Okay. Right.
So I would have to post it to my other ones. But for me, I actually, and even before that, I was doing quite a bit of video, and I realized the days that I missed it, I actually depressed. I actually love doing it. I don't do it for comments and followers and things like that. I do it because I enjoy it. And I found that everyone has a story. Even if you think you are boring, that is going to connect to somebody. Somebody's going to relate to that. While I was making these videos, if the one I record one, I was like, oh yeah, this one's so moving. Everyone's going to think it's awesome. Yeah. And then nobody even paid attention to it. And then I made one of them. A few times this happened. One time it was 9 o'clock. I hadn't recorded. I just got on the phone with my mom who needed help setting up her Apple TV. So I recorded. I picked up my phone and said, who else out there is the IT support person for their family? Talked for 20, 30 seconds, put that up. That's one of my most watched videos because everyone can connect to it.
Yeah.
And so just sharing your story, for me, it's been kind of a fun journey and it refuels me. I'm also an extrovert. So talking to people is how I get recharged. I do like watching my occasional Netflix show and things like that, but I'm probably texting someone while I'm doing it. Mike, you're going to say something?
To your point about traveling, I actually went on our first staycation during COVID, and I call it that because we got an Airbnb in New Jersey off season. We barely went anywhere, but the kids still did online schooling. I worked, but then we went down to the beach, and we were the only ones there, and it was awesome. So we just changed our environment. So I'm an advocate this time. You can't travel per se and go to Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Some people are. That's their prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're afraid to go somewhere, you can still do a staycation. And trust me, it helps your mental health completely. It was just kind of a stress reliever for.
You got to change the scenery.
Yeah.
Get out of your house and go to someone else's house.
Yeah.
On Airbnb.
Yeah.
I echo that because we did just go to Rhode Island, and we had a friend's house who was going to be empty, and so we're we drove there. We were safe. We went carefully. Went there. Pretty much stayed there the entire time. It snowed. It was fantastic, and it was good to get out.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. Another comment here. We all need to share our stories and stay connected. Agree, Daniel. Definitely. I think it's important. Even when people get shy or quiet or it's hard. Sometimes it is hard if it's a personal experience and you don't want to share that. But you being yourself and being vulnerable and sharing your experiences gives other people permission to do the same. We all learn from each other as humans. And so I think it's a powerful way to storytell. That's why I'm addicted to it right now. If you don't know who I am from NavalX, look me up on LinkedIn. You'll see my videos any second now. So I'm constantly on there. I think we were joking with the team the other day. They're like, I got some teammates who are like, hey, start working on some videos. They're like, dude, we don't even use social media. You love this crap. Why don't you just do it? So yeah, I'm addicted.
Well, so I think it's part of it is the adaptation of art, right? Like it used to be poems, and now it's just a new form of being able to express yourself. And I think that's super important in regards of like a tailoring to the media and the environment around you. Yeah. So like as the youngest person here, for me, where Matt's is on the counter, I do this thing goes away, and I won't touch it. And that's another way if you're not all about sharing your story. There's always the counter, right? Or maybe not sharing your story with everyone. So for me, I'm an introvert by trade. These guys I'm really comfortable with, and they pump me up. But there's also that aspect of it too, right? Unplugging from the machine, from the matrix, and then spending that quality time with your wife, right? Spending that quality time with your family. Spending quality time at the range. That I think also, right?
Which is your significant other.
It really is. I'm not even gonna lie. That's like, it's an awesome way to just kind of get back to us, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever that is for you. And I think that's a super important part that we, especially in the DoD, especially spending time in their off hours working, right? Yep. Taking that time to be that best effort forward requires some sort of relaxation.
Also, get outside. I know it can be scary with everything going on, but you can find somewhere that's open. Just go lay in a field and be like, that sun's good for you.
That's what I love about my dog. Like, he will sit there and just like call at me. If a day goes by when he doesn't get outside, he'll just sit there and call at me. And it's actually a stress relief because I won't realize I need to go outside too. And then the walk, like, I actually enjoyed the walk. It was annoying as hell to go out the door with him.
Well, it's hard to
come back. I'm like, it wasn't that bad.
It's hard to step away too when you're in the grind, like especially telework right now. My wife's like, "Hey, we should go to the park." I was like, "No, I'm going. I can't." And she pulled me away. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's nice."
Yeah, nice.
Excellent. Well, anything else to add?
No.
All right. Y'all have a safe, awesome day out there. And if you're not following NavalX, then that's awesome that you found this live event, first of all. Second of all, hit us up. We're always here to help. And have a great day. We'll see you, everyone.
One last thing. Whoever asked the question about the App Store, if our buddy gets back to me, I will hunt you down and I'll respond. So, peace out.